Are you single and ready for a real, lasting connection? Stop waiting. Start preparing for the love you deserve. Welcome to Singles Seeking Soulmate. Skool, the ultimate space for growth-minded singles who are serious about love, commitment, and building a future with the right partner. Men and women 25 plus looking to be relationship ready. Those with a growth mindset, eager to become their best self. Serious about commitment and marriage, financially stable and employed. Open to networking, friendship, and possible romance. Join Singles Seeking Soulmate Skool today and step into your best love-ready self. Contact me today for a free 30-day trial of Skool.
Good morning. It is cold out here, y'all. I'm worried about my plants because I've already started sowing seed in my containers and in the ground. So I just hope this little cold snap we had last night, I think it got down to 37. Hopefully that little cold snap, my plants can survive. But good morning. All right, I'm running into the office and I should have left at 9 o'clock. But this morning, I'm going to give you some advice. Okay? I'm going to give you some advice and you take it with a grain of salt. But everybody knows, y'all know the type of person I'm about to talk about. Everyone knows one of these people. Some of you know several of these people. And you need to avoid these type of people. I might have to put my sunglasses on. Let me find them. Because it is super bright out here. Okay, if we being honest, some of y'all know several of these type of people. There is a name for it in the counseling community. There is a name for it. And y'all know the type of person that they have problems, and no matter what you say or what you do to try to help them solve their problems, to try to make it so that, okay, you're not coming back to me talking about this again and again and again, right? They shoot it down. They tell you all the reasons why it won't work. And such and so and such, okay? These people are what we call help rejecting complainers. And you need to avoid them like the plague, okay? You need to avoid these type of people because these type of people are negative. They will, in some regards, they'll never grow up. They'll never get better. They will never truly overcome the things that they're telling you are making their lives so horrible or so bad. And we see this type of person a lot when we're talking about dating or relationships. And man, oh man, it makes my job hard. It makes my job real hard. Can we be honest? Help rejecting complainers make my job hard. They have all the reasons in the world why they cannot date a certain type of man, or cannot date in their city, or cannot date, fill in the blank, right? They have all the reasons in the world why dating sucks, and why they cannot date, or why they cannot use apps, or why they cannot go out in person, and why they cannot walk up to people and introduce it. They have a million reasons in the world. And again, I want you to avoid these people. Avoid trying to have conversations with these people. Avoid trying to engage with these people. Just stop talking. That's what I do. Can I be real with you? As soon as a person tells me, hey, here's the problem, or here's what I'm dealing with, and I bring something that's logical and rational and makes sense and that I know works, as soon as they shoot it down, I just stop talking. I stop talking. And I kid you not, they're like, why you not saying nothing? Why you not trying to help? Because you don't want help. Can we be real? You don't want no help. You don't want no help. And your limiting beliefs, see, this is the thing you need to understand about help rejecting complainers. They are scarcity thinking, limited belief people. They've already made up their mind what's going to happen or what ain't going to happen. So let them live in that reality. I always tell people that, oh, okay, well, this is probably going to happen. That ain't going to happen. I go, okay. And then I stop talking. Because I don't play those games. Okay, I'm not a child. I'm a grown woman. And I don't play those games. I'm not going to convince you and twist your arm and try. No, you're not going to get that over here. And you're going to be disappointed. She said, I used to have a friend like that. Notice I say used to. Yeah. We all know one or more people that are help rejecting complainers. They do not want to solve the problem. They do not want to get better. They do not want to leave the comfort of their comfort zone. So leave them there. Leave them there. And there are people that I leave them there in the conversation. There are people that I leave them there, period. I stop calling. I stop texting. I stop dealing with them. Because here's something for you to know about me. Here's something most people already know about me. I love helping people. I love inspiring people. That is a part of who I am, wanting to see humanity get better as a whole, right? I love helping people. I want to inspire you. I want to teach you. I want to support you and be there and hold your hand as you do the thing. But if you won't do the thing, if you won't do the work and actually walk through the things and the work and the way that it's going to get better, you're on your own. Like, you're on your own. That's when I completely disappear. And people have noticed that. They're like, yeah, you know, you're not going to sit there with me while I sit in my mess. Not really. Not really. That's not something I do for myself. And I'm not in the business of doing it for other people. That's something you're going to have to rock out alone. Okay? You're not bringing me down. I'm not getting out of this boat. The analogy I love to use, I'm not getting out of this boat. I'll throw you a life ring. I'll throw you a life ring. Right? And hopefully you swim over to it. You grab it. I pull you in. Okay, great. I can get down with all of that. But I'm not getting out of this boat. Okay? That's not going to happen. I'm not leaving this boat. No. So be mindful of these type of people. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're in my comment section. If I make a suggestion in a reel, or if I say, hey, this is how you're going to, deal with your depression. This is how you're going to manage your anxiety. This is how you're going to do this. And the first thing out their mouth is the reason why it don't work. The reason why it can't happen. The reason why I fill in the blank. And look, I don't respond. They notice that too. Like, wow, she's not responding. No. Because I can't help a person like that. You've already made up your mind how things are going to go. Right? You've already made up your mind. I've had men say to me, and they barely know me, well, you're probably like this, or you must be like that. Okay. And then I walk away. You've already made up your mind who I am. You've already made up your mind how I'm going to be. And can we be real? That's a lot of the men that stay online, that stay on social media, that stay in the YouTube comments. You've already made up your mind who women are and what they're like. And the majority of them are like this and that. And honestly, that's why a lot of them cannot have a healthy relationship with a woman. They refuse to be an adult and say, every woman is different. Every woman is different. Now, I can infer, and I have no problem with a man inferring, right? Sometimes people infer that I am highly intellectual because I wear eyeglasses. That's an inference, okay? So, I could live with that. Or a man could infer that if I got all my chest out, if I got all my backside out, if my clothes are too tight, if my clothes are too short, he could infer something from that, ladies. So just understand, y'all get mad when people infer things based on what they see, how you talk, your first impression. That's why it's important for you to make you make a good first impression. You have control over that. I have control over a man's inference of me on sight. Okay? I have a level of control over that. I'm not cussing every other word out my mouth. I'm not loud. I'm not belligerent. Okay? I'm not, half dressed. I'm not taking pictures with my tongue out and with my backside to the camera. He can infer some things about me. Okay, Anita's, an adult. She's grown. She's mature. She's not out here, as they say, for the streets and all of that. But if you're ladies, if you're looking the opposite of that, right? If you, just like how men will infer if a woman is high maintenance or not. He can infer from her nails, from her hair, from her lashes, from her makeup, from the jewelry she wears, the bag she holds, all those things. Yes. Yes, a man can infer. He can make an assumption based on all of those things, what type of woman he's dealing with. So that's not something for you to be mad or upset about. I keep telling people this. Why are you upset about that? Why are you mad about that? If you want to put off a different image, you can do that. You can do that. If I wanted a sexier image, I could do that. I could put off a sexier image. I'm not interested in that because that's not what I want to lead with. Okay? But for those of you who do have a sexier image, and that's what you're leading with, that's what you're putting off, that's probably what the man is going to receive. But the reason why I don't do that, can I be honest, y'all? I don't do that because whether I have a frock on from my neck to my toes, a man is going to sexualize me. Like, he don't need to see everything I got to go, ooh, I wonder what having sex with Anita is like. Like, that's in a man's nature. But y'all give it all away. You leave nothing to his imagination. You give him everything right there, bam, right in his face. See, I don't do that. I keep this package wrapped because I know men. I know how they are. Even when they can't see nothing, they still want to sexualize you. They still going to be like, well, I wonder what this look like. I wonder what that look like. Okay, well, keep wondering, buddy. Keep wondering. Because I'm not fitting to show you. Not here on this date. You're not fitting to see my cleavage. You're not fitting to see my backside and all that. No. Keep wondering. Use your imagination because I'm not going to give it away for free. Okay? Diane says a lot of men are jaded from watching so much social media. They are. And women too, right? Can we be real? It's both of y'all. It's both men and women. Because like I said, if I see another woman make a video about, men being dangerous and men being, all they want is sex and all. Yes, can I agree that the whole world has become more sexualized because of pornography? Most definitely. And again, I have female clients that watch pornography. I have male clients that watch pornography. Yes, there are more men that watch pornography than women, but it is literally affecting everyone. It's affecting everyone, y'all. It's really sad. So, yeah, the world is more sexualized because of, the careless nature of pornography. It's everywhere. It is absolutely everywhere. It's really sad. But yeah, social media has done a doozy on everybody, right? Can we be honest? Social media has just destroyed everyone. No one can think for themselves. No one can meet a person for the first time and decide, let me figure out who this person is. Let me figure out what they're about. Nobody knows how to do that anymore. And like I said, the saddest part of that narrative is people my age, right? People in their 50s doing this. That is just mind altering. You in your 50s and you don't know how to sit down with a person and ask questions and answer questions and have conversation and get to know them and just be open. Like, that is really sad to me. That you 50, you 45, and you caught up in this TikTok era. That's real sad to me. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want to I don't want to be driven by that. I know how to think for myself. I know how to critically think. That's what's really blowing my mind. I'm not shocked by the Gen Zs. I'm not shocked by the younger millennials, the older millennials, the Gen Xs, the boomers. That's what's really got my head blown. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Falling into this red pill crap. And you grown. Come on, get out of here with that. So just understand, these people are everywhere, especially online. I don't respond to a lot of their comments because, again, you are refuting what I'm sharing, which is wisdom and knowledge and clinical, experience, and you've shot it down. Okay, I'm not gonna come against you. I'm not gonna convince you otherwise. I'm gonna let you sit in your mess. But don't ever ask me, well, why can't I find somebody, or why do I struggle this, that? Baby, you don't want to know. That's my response. I've had some clients, like, they get frustrated beyond belief. They'll come in and I'm trying to work with them, right? And a year will pass and they're like, yeah, why can't I get ahead? Or why can't I do this? I said, baby, you don't want to know. I tell them right to their face. Why you say that? Why you say that? I wouldn't be coming if I said, no, you don't. No, you don't. Baby, you don't want to know. Okay? You don't want the truth. You're not ready for the truth. And then when you hear the truth, you're not ready to do anything about it. I said, so we're going to save you and me a whole hour. All right? You keep doing what you're doing. When you're ready to do something different, you come back and see me. But yes, I fire clients all the time because we get to the point where it is a waste of both of our time. And like I said, I have a waiting list. I have people on my list that want to do the work. They want to make a change in their life. They're willing to do whatever I tell them to do. So what I look like fooling with you, no, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You want to keep doing what you're doing. So he said after years, it's a lost skill. Critical thinking, oh, for sure. Because like I said, people want to be spoon-fed. Tell me what to think. Tell me what to believe. Tell me who I should vote for. Should I be monogamous in my marriage? Should I be non-monogamous? Is porn okay? Oh, my God. It's sad. It's sad, y'all. Okay, he said, but after so many years, thus old oak is okay, you lost me. Mog Humby be a lilac tree. I just accepted. Okay. But y'all need to learn how to think for yourself. You need to decide that when you're ready to make a change, it ain't going to be easy. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Can I just be honest with you? It's going to hurt. It's going to come with pain, as most good things, there's a little bit of on the other end of it. Okay, he said typo. But yeah, until you're ready to do that, yeah, you can stay away from me. Because like I said, I'm just going to sit there and listen. I have certain clients, they come in, they talk for an entire hour about the same problem over and over and over. The same no good dude, the same no good woman, the same, just drama. And then eventually they're like, well, I just need to make a change. You're not ready. You don't want to do that. You won't keep complaining about the problem. So I'm going to let you do that and to a point, and then I'm going to say you need to find somebody else because I don't want to hear it no more. Okay, but you can do that with your friends. You can do that with your mama, your daddy, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your grandfather, grandmother, whoever. Please avoid these people because they are draining. These people drain you of your energy. There are certain people that when I see their session on my book, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Okay, let me get my mind right. I do. Let me get my mind right because I know what's coming. All right, I got to go. I'm sitting out in front of the office. Have a great day. It's gorgeous today. It started out cool, but it's supposed to be 65, so I'm praying that happens. Tomorrow and Saturday it's supposed to be 80. So I got my little outfits ready for the festival. But let's hope, it don't rain. But yeah, it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. But have a great day. Remember, You can get a free 30-day trial of Skool. All you have to do is email me at info@betterlovemovement.com, and I will send you an invite email, and you click that and get set up, and you are in Skool. And you can join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. for our weekly Zoom call. And you can take the course, look at all the videos, and take the course and do all of the homework. That is how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to get better. All right, y'all. Have a great day. And as always, stay open to love.